Everything I do is the attitude of an award winner because I've won an award.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I want to give a big shout out to Too Much 91 for winning the Ledger Nano X giveaway. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being a part of the community. This is my way of giving back to you and all of those who support me. We will be doing many of these in the future. The next one will be on the actual YouTube platform when we hit our milestone of 100 subscribers. So if you like crypto content, crypto news, and also crypto education, go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell because I send out videos weekly and you don't want to miss it. As for the winner, since you are on Discord, go ahead and inbox me a preferred mailing address and I will get your item to you as soon as possible. Now, today we have some interesting news from the previous week we just had. We had the price falling in the crypto space. And of course, we couldn't go without institutions, countries, large retail investors, and even smaller retail investors continuously buying up the current circulating supply that's on exchanges. And where does that bring us? That brings us to a low price, high demand, and low supply. That is literally the ingredients for an explosion. And an explosion in adoption, an explosion in price. Only time will tell what will happen in the future of crypto. From my point of view, I've seen a lot of interviews of people saying what crypto is, what crypto does, what it's capable of, and the technology behind it. But simply put, in my opinion, I just see it as a protector. Here on the screen, you can see the House passes bill to raise U.S. debt ceiling. And as you can see, the highlighted portion above, they wanted to let me know that this article is more than 1 month old. And this was around October timeframe. So what the House did was pass a bill to raise the debt ceiling. And this brought the limit to $28.9 trillion. The request for the raising of the debt was $480 billion. And I'm bringing this up because we just had news over this past week that once again, the Senate passes legislation paving way for Congress to increase debt limit once again. Now, I do not have the amount that they are trying to raise it by, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is 1.2 trillion, bringing us even closer to a 30 trillion overall debt ceiling. And if I am wrong and somebody knows the exact amount of this newer request to raise the debt limit, go ahead and post it in the comments for me and for everyone else's situational awareness. But why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because the crypto space, like I said, I believe it is a protector of wealth. It is a protector from the system that we currently have right now, a debt-based system. It's not backed by anything but trust. And to be quite candid, that trust is simply just run out for me. The CPI numbers that just got released for November timeframe, I'll post it here on the screen, is 6.8%. So for those of you who are not aware, if you were simply just a saver of wealth, you like to store your money in banks, that is fine. But you also need to be actively seeking an uncorrelated asset that makes you more than 7%. Because as you can see, with inflation at 6.8%, while you're budgeting and marking your phone bill off, marking your car payments off, your insurance and things like that, just go ahead and chalk up another 7% because the amount of printing that has taken place over the past 2 years is very aggressive. So if you're not aggressive in finding uncorrelated assets that make you more than 7%, equities, precious metals, even precious metals have been taking a hit, which I think the prices are purposely suppressed because there is no way that precious metals, literally labeled as a store of value towards fiat currencies, has not risen just as much as the money has been printed over the past 10 years, 20 years. It doesn't make sense to me. If we have inflation, we know we have inflation, and people aren't going to the number one source, precious metals, well, considered to be the number one source, as a hedge against inflation to protect your wealth, there's something a bit fishy going on here. Either way, I just wanted to bring this up for everyone's situational awareness, what we are currently sitting at for CPI, which has been, the formula for CPI has been changed a bunch as well to reflect lower percentage numbers to keep people from panicking. I did air quotes when I said that, like you guys can see it. I don't know why I did that. But blockchain, immutable, transparent, trustworthy, and can replace the banks that take the very dollar out of your own pocket. That's why I love the crypto space. That's why I love giving. I love being generous, because I want everyone to have access to this space, this asset class that is uncorrelated to the fiat currency woes that we are experiencing right now. Also, you can see up top here that this article was published on December 9th. So keep an eye on our increased debt limit, as it should be coming out soon. President Biden should be signing the bill within a week. Next up, in exactly what not to do when trying to gain adoption news, crypto fans rejoice, gamers revolt as Ubisoft announces NFT plans. The first major game maker to roll out in-game NFTs was met with backlash Tuesday from a crypto-wary public. Now, as much as I say it is cool to participate in play-to-earn games, as you can earn a decent amount of money when dealing with NFTs and things that people want, and cool skins, cool guns, I don't know why the gaming community was so upset with Ubisoft doing this, as this is what people would want, right? You would want the major names to get into crypto, offer NFTs, and then at that point, you just participate and benefit. I am not too familiar with this game, but me putting this kind of logic to Call of Duty and the amount of cheaters, I guess, hackers or whatever, if you're doing a play to earn, considering how people earn these NFTs, these goods, and these one-off items, is it based on how much you play the game? How many points or XP you get in the game? And if that's the case, Call of Duty actually has a really big problem with cheaters, hackers, and without fixing this and deploying some kind of NFT game where all of the hackers are getting all of the NFTs because they are destroying lobbies, then I could see why the community would be mad. So maybe this is the reason why the gaming community is mad at Ubisoft, because they actually have a broken game and they're just trying to milk the crypto space for extra money while offering probably the same skins. That's something Call of Duty would do. But nonetheless, they have gamer hate regardless. Ubisoft's new NFT project vid gets a 96% dislike ratio. Usually everybody gets hate when they're trying to do something cool and innovative, or they get pushed back for the contrarian mindset. But a 96% dislike ratio, I would definitely go back to the drawing board and see what I did wrong. Scrolling through this article, like I said, I didn't see the reason why, but this quote from an individual that plays the game here said, "To me, this is a blatant signal that you were just milking the Ghost Recon franchise for literally every cent, while putting in minimal effort into the actual game itself. Not playing a GR game in the future. If there's this level of degeneracy in the team, oof." And with tweets like this getting this kind of popularity, yeah, I would definitely reconsider my approach to what just happened here. And just to go over a few of the details, they said, "We're bringing the first energy efficient NFTs playable in a AAA game to Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Try in the beta from December 9th with 3 free cosmetic drops, and learn more here." I'll post this link in the comments after the video as usual. But as you can see, these are a few of the things that you can win. You have a nice cool mask, some sweet cargo pants, and a very long-barreled assault rifle. Looking at another tweet down here, this user said, "Because of my personal view of NFTs and not because of the environment entirely, I will now proceed to uninstall anything related to you right now, and cease further purchases of your games. This is all for people that dislike current Ubi's marketing. Just stop buying. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's really the gaming community that's upset about this. I haven't seen any backlash from the crypto community, because at this point, any press is good press, whether it's bad or good. And usually when it's bad, it's not even practical. It's just a basic complaint that's subjective. Yeah, that's all I have for this one. Let's move on to our next topic. Now, and exactly what you should do when it comes to adoption news, Polygon and wanchain partner to advance blockchain interoperability within the Ethereum ecosystem. Now, I was very excited to see this news because the more interoperability we get, the more functional of a crypto space we will have in the end game. And that's why every project that typically boasts interoperability, I'm all about it. When I did my Pavia review a couple videos back, it was very popular because people like it. They don't only like the project, but they like their mission. Pavia has already taken steps to become the most interoperable metaverse system in play right now. They have already bought plots of land in Decentraland. They have already bought plots of land in the sandbox, and it will make the metaverse truly enjoyable if you can host events on different blockchains and not just bound to one cryptocurrency project or blockchain. Now, they go on to say about what is inside of the layer 2 blockchains. And for Polygon, we have Hermes, we got the proof of stake, we got the Polygon SDK, and the Avail, which are all things that allow Polygon to scale and become the most reputable layer 2 project. And for wanchain, they talk about the projects that are built within it and that have access to it. And that is Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS.io, Binance Smart Chain, and Litecoin. And they have others including the XRP Ledger, Moonriver, Avalanche, and Polkadot, which are all of your favorite and well-known projects. This also reminds me of Cosmos, the way they like to boast about the interoperability of blockchains in a decentralized manner. So I definitely might get some more exposure to wanchain as they boast interoperability as well. And one thing that I wanted to point out is a quote down here. We recognize that needing to pass through Ethereum when moving from one layer to another is self-defeating and completely undermines the improved scalability promised by Polygon. Wanchain's new layer 2 bridges preserve the high transaction throughput and low cost of Polygon while remaining efficient, versatile, and decentralized. And this was a real big shout out, as Polygon has been on a move this past month and a half to be exact. And one thing that I like what they did here was they actually gave respect to Polygon as a layer 2. Their mission is to be the best layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and they have done just that. They have garnered the attention of fund managers that launched exchange traded products, which you guys will see in a couple other tabs from here. But overall, Polygon has that notice. Crypto companies are seeing it. People outside in the traditional financial system are seeing it. And I can only see Polygon getting more PR from here. And this one is for my Shiba Inu fans. Travala now accepts Shiba Inu crypto. SHIB can be used to book 3 million travel products worldwide. That's very nice. That is very nice. I see one thing I stated in a previous video before about SHIB is that it is taking the same exact steps that Doge did in its claim to fame earlier this year when it hit its all-time high of 77 cents. Not to say that SHIB will go to 77 cents, but I'm just saying it is following the same adoption footsteps when it comes to Doge. SHIB has been listed on a lot of exchanges so far. I think the one that actually holds a active petition still is Robinhood. I don't know why they don't list them. I don't know why they wouldn't list them, as crypto has been a big contributor to their quarterly earnings. But either way, here you go, SHIB fans. Next, we have Colombia's largest bank taps Gemini to offer Bitcoin, Ethereum trading to clients. I like to cover this kind of news due to the fact that at some point we'll start to see a trend. We'll see a bank in this country doing it, we'll see a bank in another country doing it, and then you will see countries doing it, offering crypto trading, crypto custody services for retail investors and also enterprise-sized investors. And the one thing that will benefit us is that they will use the infrastructure that's already built. So Gemini, being, I would say, a boring exchange that didn't really list many coins in the past, but they are doing their part when it comes to upholding the crypto space. I wish they would have more coins listed on their exchange, but different topic. I'm pretty sure you guys don't remember, but I also spoke on an Australian bank that said banks within Australia will have to go from a wait and see approach to a fear of getting left behind approach. And like I said, I will keep bringing out this news as we will start to see a trend of banks offering these kinds of services to crypto customers. And if the news is any indication, always check what they are offering. This will tell you exactly where you should be. This is not investment advice. This is just good, friendly news. I believe the one Australian bank had maybe the top, it was within the top 10, but it was very spotty. So they said Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Polkadot. It was very weird, but it's like that for a reason. Next up, we have the title is blocked because this is a poorly designed website. I'm kidding, but the title says NFT platforms are going to disrupt music platforms like Spotify upcoming 2022. And it's crazy that I see this article because we just did a video on Audius, which is a decentralized music streaming platform. And they actually talk about Audius within this article. So let's go ahead and read on. Because popular music streaming services like Spotify cut a lot of musicians' revenue, new technologies like non-fungible tokens are likely to help artists recover their fair share. And this was the same tone we had when we were talking about the Audius project. This is exactly what they do. They put the money that is gained from new artists and even well-known artists back into their pockets. There is no middleman to pay. There's no platform fees to pay. There's only a blockchain technology to participate in and distribute your music that way, which is much better. Reading on, the analyst noted that NFT-based music streaming projects are likely to begin in 2022. Audius has been around since 2019, if I'm not mistaken, but let's keep reading on. Including initiatives such as Audius, a blockchain music platform supported by Katy Perry, the Chainsmokers, Jason Derulo. Based on blockchain, the Audius platform is a decentralized protocol for sharing music and streaming to cut the middleman out of the music industry and connect fans and creators directly with each other. Yeah, so I just found it interesting. We were just talking about this, and the people who were backing the Audius platform are very reputable names. Jason Derulo, to be exact. Katy Perry is one as well, as she has participated in many NFT platforms, which she will be releasing her own on the Theta Drop platform. So with Audius getting press like this, I can only anticipate to see the adoption for Audius and or other decentralized streaming platforms, which I'm not too sure if there are any right now in competition with Audius, but I will be on the lookout for the best one and keeping that in mind. Next up, we have Polygon's MATIC token jumps after 21 shares ETP listing. This is another piece of news that I've been talking about not for a while, but I have brought this up before, and that is the topic of fund managers getting involved in their favorite. So they're picking favorites when it comes to the DeFi space. Yes, they are aware of the layer ones and the most popular ones at that, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, and Solana. But now it looks like they're trying to bet on something that the customers want. And they're going towards a direction that points them in the most popular layer twos, which is Polygon right now. Polygon is very hot in terms of price action and news. And it says here at press time, the token was up 16% in 24 hours. Are cryptocurrency markets repricing layer 2 tokens? And I guess what they mean by this is that the layer 2 tokens that are actually doing their job and doing a good job at it, which would be protecting customers from high transaction fees and giving them higher transaction speeds, while also having an abundance of games built on top of them, NFT marketplaces built on top of them, which would be exactly Polygon. And if you guys don't know what an exchange traded product is, it's like a bet. So with an exchange traded fund, it's like a mutual fund. You basically have an index linked asset class, which they only invest in. So an exchange traded product would basically be just like a derivatives market. It's only a bet. It's not an asset itself. But you still have investors that get exposure to the exchange listed product itself, which would be MATIC here. Very good news. And last up, we have WhatsApp pilots crypto payments in the US with Novi. So you can now send crypto payments over a messaging platform. I have said this many times before, and what it's going to come down to is we will have the financial technology up front that you interface with, and then we will have the decentralized finance, the technologies, the blockchains, and the projects in the back. Without the customer's knowledge, they will be using Polygon or XRP to send cross-border payments from a person in one country to another without the need of a middleman, without the need of a bank. The intermediaries are phasing away as we know it. It's really popular for people to come to the United States, work a decent job, take a little chunk of the money that they earned and send the larger chunk back home, or however they want to do it. And I feel like the days of that method are slowly coming to an end, as the cryptocurrency space are making payment vehicles easily accessible to everyone. WhatsApp has millions of users. So this is not some low tier app we're talking about here. This app will bring millions of either new users or existing users. I'm pretty sure it's all combined, and not everybody on WhatsApp is completely brand new to the crypto space, but it's also not top tier. So let me stop talking and read on. WhatsApp, the popular messaging app, is rolling out a new way to send and receive money. A limited number of people in the US, well, of course, will be able to exchange cryptocurrency through the digital wallet Novi directly within their WhatsApp chat. Novi, a project of Meta, the recently rebranded parent company of WhatsApp, and Facebook, was piloted on its own in Guatemala and parts of the US earlier this year. The pilot allowed users to make payments with the cryptocurrency Pax dollar. Meta continues to work toward launching its own cryptocurrency Diem. Wow, that's really good news. So if you guys are not aware, Diem has been shot down time and time again by US governments due to the fact that they do not want Facebook or Meta to become the largest bank overnight. There were billions of users all over the world on Facebook, and for them to launch their own wallet, their own payment service, and their own currency, they would literally just become the biggest bank overnight. So instead of using Diem, they will be using the Pax dollar, which is subject to probably change in the future. And the last of the last, we have the Sundaeswap beta testnet sandbox application is finally live. I know a lot of people are mad due to the fact that Sundaeswap did not announce that they would be doing a testnet first. The testnet actually just popped up and they said, yeah, we're doing testing. And I know a lot of people do not like waiting, but Cardano and everything within the Cardano ecosystem is incubated for a very long time to ensure the proper stability, the most solid smart contracts. They can't rush these things. If you guys have not heard, the Badger DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization who runs solely on smart contracts, were just hacked for I believe 1.2 million or maybe $2 million. You can't rush these things. You have to be a solid project, and Cardano has not gotten to where it is right now by launching without testing it first. And rigorous testing at that. They don't just test it once. They test it once, they test it twice, they test it again, and then they release it for you to test it, and maybe they come out with the final product barring any setbacks. So I just wanted to let everyone know that the Sundaeswap testnet, the beta testnet, is up, and it looks pretty neat. I mean, I think the part that they are trying to test is the liquidity portion. So how much stress can the Sundaeswap platform take, which is pretty neat. I'll also link this in the description for your guys' leisure. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this video. I've seen and responded to a couple of comments on my previous videos, which was the Pavia one. I'm still getting a lot of comments on that one, and that is one thing I encourage you guys to do. If you have any questions or you want me to expound on any information that is provided in my videos, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. You will have a response within 2 to 3 hours tops. I usually check up on it just to make sure I'm not missing anyone's questions and or concerns. But if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, share it with a family member, or both. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys next week.